much for tuning in and watching our previous video. It means a lot to us. I can't believe we got like 7,000 likes in one day.
We don't know that. We just filmed it, so we're just assuming. One like would be good.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away. But we're going to start with our first video. We're going to share some of our favorite makeup and hair products.
Yes. All my friends and family always ask me, Harp, what do you recommend for foundation? What do you recommend for concealer? Because obviously I spend all of my money on makeup. I always have my whole life. And it sucks when you're buying high-end makeup that costs so much but doesn't deliver. So I'm going to save you guys a whole bunch of money and tell you exactly what I use on my face and on my clients, and what out of all the products that I've tried, which ones I love the best.
And we do get a question where people will ask you, what's your favorite brand? And it's not about the favorite brand. We find that a lot of the brands have one specific product that's your favorite.
Yes.
That our favorite, that's our tried and true. So our kits are, and the stuff that we use on ourselves is from a variety of brands. We'll have one with a kick butt product we added to our, to our makeup bags, and so you'll find a variety of different companies, but products from specific lines that are tried and true that we love.
So let's go. This is basically my kit one of the 6 kits that I have at home, but this is the one that's pretty much everyday makeup. Yes, I wear a lot of makeup. So let's just open it up. Let's start with my favorite powder. Sometimes Shannon and I'll be teaching in class and I'll be going over all these makeup products that I use, and and she'll be like, oh my god, Harp, I actually listened to the tip that you had, and this is boss. Like, how come I haven't been using this before? This powder is my favorite. It's by Chanel. It's just a loose powder. You swore by the MAC.
I do like the MAC Mineralized because it's easier to carry around in your purse than this one when you want to touch up. But actually for your makeup today, like I used it today under my makeup, and it just gives you a really nice glow and a really nice powdery finish. I like matte. I don't like any shine, but I still don't want to look like I'm wearing like baby powder on my face where it's completely white out.
And you're more on the oily side, and I'm extremely opposite. I'm super dry. I have eczema on my face and I have psoriasis. Like, I need something that is not going to dry me out. And for both of us to have complete opposite skins,
what's this stuff called? It's a Natural Finish Loose Powder by Chanel.
Yes.
So it's amazing. Get them to match up your color at the counter and go count.
Yes.
So basically, after you put your first your moisturizer, primer, foundation, set everything with this before you put your blush on.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, Smashbox. Okay, this stuff has, Shannon used to use, which one was it? HD?
I like the Makeup Forever. It was like a yellow-based primer under my makeup. It made my face look great, but unfortunately it has like a yellow cast to it. So my face ended up having a different color than my neck.
Yep. This stuff I've been using for years is Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I love all their primers. I like the oil control. I like the dry skin. This one's universal. It's the clear one. You can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart or any kind of local drugstore. It's changed my life. It's amazing.
Literally, we're both busy. We're moms. Sometimes our makeup we do at 3 in the morning. We go to a booking. We don't get home till 9 o'clock at night. Foundations tend to fade. If you apply this primer underneath your makeup, it'll allow it to last. It also actually keeps you pretty shine free for the day.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting older, I'm finding I'm getting fine lines. So this this fills it in. So when you put your foundation on top, it just kind of skims on top of it, and it gives you a really, really, really nice finish. So for anybody who has foundation problems, try your foundation again. Put this on underneath it, and watch how it wears for the day. It's really, really great stuff.
It's great. And this is about $50, so it is, for a primer, it is on the pricey side, especially since you're kind of going to be using it every single day before you put on foundation. Funkin' Frost, it's a store in Guildford Mall. It's basically, they carry a NYX line, and they have the same primer, which is about fraction of the cost. I think it's about $10 to $14.
$14.99.
$14.99.
Yeah.
But it's by NYX, and that primer it does the same job, and it's really,
it feels
great.
like the same formulation. So if you want to try something out before you commit to the Smashbox ones, we both use Smashbox, but the primer at NYX is really good as well.
Yeah. Beauty blender. I thought this was a gimmick, and I'm like,
I know. Aki Anda, what is Anda? Like, seriously.
She's saying, what is this egg? What is this egg?
Yeah, it's like an egg. Like, really, it's changed my life. And I've heard about these beauty blenders, like, from all over the place. So
it's amazing.
What are they for?
You have to soak it in water, squeeze out all the excess water, and then basically what I do is I put my foundation right on top, and I start I'll do a video for this as well in the future, but this stuff is amazing. I love it, and really it is worth every cent, and the hype is all true. I love
and
this
just on a side note too, yesterday when we were suggesting products at that NYX event at Pumpkin Frost, people were saying, well, I have this foundation, I don't like it, and I started asking questions, and I said, how are you applying it? And one young lady said, I'm applying it with my fingers. So when you're applying your foundation with fingers, you're basically just moving it around on your face, and you're not probably getting as much coverage as you need to. And it doesn't mean that you need to go buy something with more full coverage. You just need to apply more of that product. So today, I took some of my own advice, which I told her basically to apply her foundation with a foundation brush and then blend it with a beauty blender. And I knew I was going to be on camera today, and I do need a little bit of extra coverage. So I did the same thing. I took the foundation, I used a foundation brush, and then I used the beauty blender after making it down, because there was obviously brush marks on my face, and I just kind of patted it out, and I got great coverage. So if you're going to be in front of cameras, or if you're going to like a reception or a party, you really want to make sure that you have full coverage on, so that none of your discoloration, for us South Asians, we do have discoloration, it gets rid of that. So invest in one of these, and invest in a sponge or a foundation brush. Apply your foundation like that, and set it with a powder, and see if that makes a difference. It may not be your foundation, it might be the way that you're putting it on.
Was it Jazz or Tweed? I don't know, one of them. This Jazz, sorry, correction. But this Vasanti bronzer, it's amazing.
I use it all the time. It's really easy to blend. So for some of you, if you try to use some of the contouring colors like yesterday, there are some that are a little bit harder to work with if you don't blend it out. You don't want to make sure you don't want to have a line on your face, right? So with the Vasanti brown bronzer, and this is available at Shoppers, it's really nice and easy to blend. I don't like to do a lot of work. You know,
it's fast.
I have a young baby at home. You know, I gotta be ready quick. So then you put it on, it blends really nicely, and then you put your blush on top of that.
It's amazing. So another one that everyone wastes money on is foundation. It's so hard finding the right foundation, and to this day I don't just wear one foundation. I have my tried and trues that I always go back to.
Tell us.
First one is Perfection Lumiere. It used to be called Pro Longwear or Perfection, but now it's Perfection Lumiere. It's by Chanel. I love this stuff, but since having said that, I had dry skin, if I'm having one of my episodes where I am having eczema outbreak, or my skin is really patchy and dry, I don't like using this because it dries matte and it gives you that beautiful matte finish. So I do love this stuff, but if I'm having a bad day, I need something with a little bit more moisture. I like my Bobbi Brown foundation stick. This stuff is boss. I love it.
Question.
Yes.
Foundation sticks, I'm just going to guess, are usually like denser. So you actually find this is more moisturizing than this one?
It is.
Okay. So there, I learned something today. I thought foundation sticks would actually be not good for dry skin, but apparently
no, it is for me. I love it. So I put my primer everywhere, and then it's really easy. Basically, what I do is I just take it, go down my face, and draw around my face, and like give myself those football lines underneath my face, and then take my beauty blender and blend it. It's the most easiest application.
It's really nice, guys.
And then most recently I had to try Armani because everyone was talking so much great stuff about Armani, and I was like, oh, it's just a fad.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
Do you find the colors okay with Armani?
No, I love Armani foundation, don't get me wrong. This stuff is amazing. If you find the right color, get it. It lasts all day. It does not move. It's amazing. But they have we're South Asian, and you know they have darker colors, but I find that you're in between shades. Yeah. It's either really light or really dark. You need two shades. You need to mix the two and then get the perfect shade. And it's funny, at Pink Orchid Studio, everyone calls me Two Shades. That's my name. Two Shades. That's my name because I always do two to three shades on everyone because no one is one shade.
So let's rewind that for a moment. South Asians. What is our problem? We have some areas on our face that are darker. We have some areas on our face that are lighter. Common problem and biggest complaint that we get when people get their makeup done is they made me look darker. So
why is that?
Exactly, why is that? How do you correct that? So when you go to pick your foundation colors, ladies, you want to basically go for an area of your face that's lighter. So
I know everyone does picks the darker color of the face, and then they do, especially makeup artists, and some are notorious for, like at the counter, to match the darkest because it's easier to cover up light than it is dark. Use a color corrector if you have to, but don't go with the darkest part of your face. Do the lighter part of your face and then contour afterwards. All right, now concealer. Okay, I swear to God, concealer has, my whole life, I could not find the right, the concealer that I've always loved. I'm looking for that one concealer that's gonna solve my problems and take away my dark circles, and it has not happened yet. But I have found really great products in the meantime. I've probably wasted hundreds of dollars on concealer. There's not one concealer that's out there that I have not bought. So these are the ones that are in my kit right now, or my personal kit. So let's start with the drum roll. Clinique, all about eyes. This stuff's amazing.
It's now been discontinued though. So
if you
can find it, great.
Call me, let me know where they sell it and I'll buy it. Maybe you could even get it off of eBay, but they've reformulated the formula, and there's a new all about eyes. It's supposed to be better. I have not tried it yet, but hopefully that one is just as good as this one. Okay, Tarte, love this stuff.
This is the one that I use too. It's quite thick, but it's quite blendable, but it has a lot of coverage. So on nights that you want to go out, it's quite bright. Their colors are quite limited too as well, I find.
They're lighter, on the lighter shades.
Yeah, so if you like to have like your eyes to have that kind of Kim Kardashian glow, and you don't, because there are some clients that we have that do not want to look lighter under their eyes, and they don't want to look, they want to look a little bit more natural. You don't want to use this. But for somebody who wants like lightness, and they want a little brightness to their eyes, this is great. I love this concealer. It's amazing. My fave.
Your favorite?
Yeah.
YSL Yves Saint Laurent. It's amazing. I don't use this as I use this as a highlighter. I do not use this as a concealer. I mean, it's great. It's a really good application. It's easy. You just put it on, you beauty blend it out. But I usually do, when I put on my concealer, which is my All About Eyes by Clinique, then I would go over with this YSL and just highlight in the areas that I need.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the most hyped up products that's a concealer that's on the market. So Harp had to try it, and apparently it's
I like it, but it's not my go-to concealer. I do like it, but it's not my. You could get the same thing from Maybelline. I bought this at I think London Drugs. It's Maybelline Age Rewind. It does the same thing.
It doesn't make your age rewind, because I need this one.
It doesn't make your age rewind, but it does give you a really nice highlight.
Cool.
And it dries matte, so it is a really good product, but it's not my main squeeze.
So some of you at this point are probably thinking,
like, wow,
that is a lot of steps in products.
I'm just telling you what I know, man.
Yeah. We're sharing. Yeah. And you know what? It does help. And if you want to have that like super glamorous look, you did the crime, you want to do the time. This is what you gotta do.
Yeah. Giorgio Armani, where have you been my whole life? Their foundation's good, but their concealer's even better. I love this stuff. The color corrector, Shan, didn't it change your life?
Yeah.
Just a little bit?
So, big problem with South Asians, and I dealt with this a lot when people have questions, is my concealer doesn't cover up my under eye circles. So when we have, because what happens over time is you lose fat under your eyes, and that's the blood vessels show, and that's why South Asian women, as we get older, we get those terrible bags. So this is great for counteracting that. This is sort of like an orange-based color corrector. And this actually works really well on its own. Sometimes I wear it on its own as well. It's pretty skin color, and you're supposed to put this on underneath your concealer under your eyes, and it really gets rid of the darkness, and then you let it dry and put your concealer on top of it.
Yeah.
So I really like it. It's really
even if I'm not using the Giorgio Armani concealer, I always use your color corrector, and it's awesome because it kind of comes in like an eyeliner wand, and I just go underneath my eyes. I use my fingers and I get rid of all my dark circles, let it dry. That's the secret. You have to let it dry. So what I do is I do my under eyes, and then I maybe go onto my eyebrows, do my eyebrows, then I come back to it, and then I do my concealing on top of that. If there's out of any of the concealers, all the mumbo jumbo that I was saying, if there's one product that you're gonna go get this color corrector.
Especially if you find if you work night shift, you're a nurse, you do 12-hour shifts, and you're fine. Like right now, I'm up a lot at night with a baby, and I've got bags that I've never seen before. This stuff is a godsend, and I put it on when I need it underneath my concealer, and it really brightens up your under eye. The concealer colors for Armani are a little bit more pink based.
Yeah.
They don't actually work for me. I need a little bit more yellow in them. So I wouldn't like it. But basically this message is, Armani, please make tones for brown people, because right now it has a lot of pink in it, unless you're as ghostly as white here.
I'm not that ghostly.
Unless you're as really white as Harp, then it doesn't work for a lot of us. So please fix it.
Yeah, because their formulation, I don't think anyone can touch it. It's pretty good. That's the concealer that I'm wearing today. It's the concealer that since I bought it, I've been wearing it. I love it.